Well, it's no joke. We're only just back at work, and I think already most of us are thinking about when the next holiday will be. And of course, that begs the question, where should we be travelling in a brand new year in 2016? Lonely Planet has released their latest travel destinations guide for 2016, and international blogger and writer Dawn Jorgensen from the Incidental Tourist joins us in studio to give us her insight into this year's top travel picks. Dawn, I'm going to shake your hand very officially. Welcome back. Welcome to 2016.
Thank you.
So looking at the top 5 countries to travel to in 2016, standing proudly on the top of that list, Botswana, an African nation. I think we should be very proud that Africa is so well represented.
Well, I do think it's Africa's era. Definitely more interest in what we're doing and what's going on in the continent and the different countries and their independent personalities. So I'm very happy to see that. And it's really about time that people took us seriously and took, all these misconceptions about Africa just being about war and famine. Really, that's of a bygone era. We need to show our fashion, our street style, the different attractions, the beaches, the safari. So very good to see that happening.
I'm glad you threw safari in there. I think one of our proudest exports, or one of our biggest selling points here in Africa, are conservation. And when you look at Botswana, that has to be one of the most beautiful places in the world to take in wildlife.
It is, and it's so close for South Africans. I mean, whether you're on a high-end exclusive safari, large budget, or whether you just wanted to drive up and do an overlanding trip, it's so accessible. And you really have such a diversity in Botswana. They really offer of the best safaris that you can hope for. You've got Chobe National Park with its river and the elephant population, and there's nothing like seeing elephant from the water.
And en masse as well.
And en masse. And you've got the Okavango Delta, you've got more desert areas, so anything that you could actually hope for, and really the best of it. And Botswana are leading the way with their conservation efforts. We can really learn from them. 17% of the country is actually national park.
Wow.
And they're celebrating 50 years of independence in 2016, so I think they'll give it an extra boost, and it'll definitely be a place to visit.
Get there. Yeah. Now, this one really did surprise me. At number 2, Japan. Have you been to Japan?
I haven't, and really, it's just something that appeals. I think the culture being so different, the cherry blossoms, I believe, must be seen. The snow monkeys that you see playing in the hot springs, and just cities like Tokyo. I believe that that's an attraction that is drawing a lot of attention, and definitely a destination to put on our list, our wish list.
Yeah, I love that balance between ancient culture, we can call it, and beautiful modern cities.
And techno, yeah.
Now, when we look at the regions that people really need to be exploring in 2016, West Iceland featured at number 2 on the list, but you reckon it should be on number 1. What is it about this place that captures the imagination to the degree that it does?
I think it was, no one really knew where it was until that earthquake or that eruption, actually, of the volcano in 2011. And now all of a sudden I think it's kind of hot, if you can excuse the pun, and they're seeing unbelievable growth in tourism. I read that last year they had 24% increase in visitors. Wow. And their online campaign and social media campaign, which is inspired by Thailand, and if you look at their Twitter account, their Facebook account, their YouTube, everything is incredibly cool and appealing. And movies like Walter Mitty, Life and Times of Walter Mitty, which has him, skateboarding through different areas. I just think that it's a beautiful place. It has, lava plains. It has, beautiful glaciers. It's untouched. It's definitely a place that I would like to get to. And at the moment, Lonely Planet is talking about West Iceland. So they're saying, hold on a second, people are now coming into the capital, but drive 2 hours
take a short left,
away and just go and see what else. And because it doesn't have a big infrastructure, you're staying in little quaint guest houses or in people's homes, and I think you're really getting a true Icelandic experience.
Get a taste of the culture. Yeah. And then finally, you chose St. Helena as your second choice, which is currently at number 10 on their list. Why this destination? What sets it apart?
I never know what my year in travel is going to bring, but if I could make a wish, if I could make a wish, it would get to St. Helena. It's so remote. It has a population of just over 4,000 people.
Wow.
And to date has really only been accessed by mail ship. So people would travel from Cape Town and take a week to get there, and then stay there for a week and come back. And that was how cut off it was from the world.
Right.
And now, next month, they're opening up an airport, and St. Helena will be accessible by plane. I know this is really good for the people who live there, but I think it may change what the island feels like.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that if you can, that's where you should head to this year, before that changes. And
Before the boom hits,
you can have some of the original saints, as they refer to, show you around their island before it becomes too popular.
Oh, wonderful. This really has sparked my imagination. Dawn, thank you so much, and all the best for the new year. Can't wait to join you on some of these adventures, but keep fighting the good fight. I know conservation, very, very big on your list as well.
Very much. Thank you so much, Graham.
So where would you most like to go on holiday in 2016? Let us know on our Facebook page, or you can tweet us using the hashtag @ExpressoShow.